interesting day of games. If you got up for any of those wackadoodle games in the morning, no goals ever in that early game. And then today, Serbia should have scored like 10. Mitrovic could have won the Golden Boot today alone, but he only scored
missed so
one.
many chances. My God, he missed so many chances.
Oh, they're in trouble, I think.
Yeah, he's out for the next game.
He had a yellow card, or is he hurt?
He's hurt.
Oh, man. That sucks.
Yeah, they said he'll return in the knockout stage if they make it there.
Benzema's back. How crazy is that? He's going to be back for the knockout stage. He's flying back. They overreacted with his injury, so he'll be back now for the knockout stage because France is basically.
I thought he was left off the 26.
No, he was never left off. He went home, but they never took him off the roster.
Oh my God!
He'll be back.
Did you see what happened with the Cameroon goalie?
No.
The coach sent him home, Onana, after the first game.
Yeah.
Sent him home because he criticized the way that the game plan the coach had for it. He said they needed to be more. Actually, I don't know what he said, but he said he didn't like the style of play they were doing, and he told the coach, he's like, you need to change our style of play. And you know what? I agree with him because, again, you didn't start a Boubacar today, and you paid the price. But what happened when you subbed him in the last 20 minutes of the game? He ties it for you single-handedly.
Yeah, he should be playing with Choupo-Moting up top. I mean, they're a dangerous team. These African teams, these North African, the African teams, they're all dangerous. Some of them are going to get through here, and then you got Belgium. They're fist fighting in camp today. The defense and the offense.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, De Bruyne, Hazard, Vertonghen had to break up a fight in the camp. That team's a disaster.
Well, that's what happens when you suck.
Yeah, just get old, and they're in trouble because they basically have to win that game. I don't know if a draw is going to be enough. Unless Canada can beat Morocco, Canada has nothing to play for in that game.
I don't think they have a chance there.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. So if Morocco gets through, that'd be crazy. Belgium could be out, but yeah, we'll see. There's all kinds of stuff going on from today, and the biggest scandal should be that bum Ronaldo trying to steal Bruno's goal. I mean, it never even got close to him. He's it touched it hit my hair. Come on, man.
You know what I don't get is when I watched it live, I was like, oh, he totally missed that, right? And then it curled into the net. And my first reaction was he jumped up, distracted the goalie, because then the goalie started moving right and helped score the goal, but he didn't touch that. And then I see him celebrating, and I'm like, wait, did he get a head on it? And then I watched 5 different replays from all different angles, and sure enough, he didn't touch it. And
the worst, the announce I watched the English feed because I got the IPTV, so he's like, oh no, that's Ronaldo's goal. That's Ronaldo's goal. I'm like, what the hell are you watching? We just saw, and the thing was, if you listened, I was listening, the stadium announcer said Bruno Fernandes when the goal happened right away.
I did hear that.
And I was like, man, that's Bruno's goal. And then, 5 minutes later, FIFA changed it to Bruno's goal, which is cool because he scored 2. So now he's got 2 goals and 2 assists in 2 games. So if Portugal wins, maybe he's on the way to a golden ball or golden boot or something. But, people were talking about this in the kind of the standings. These tomorrow, Netherlands, Ecuador, Senegal, all with a chance to go through. England, Iran, USA, Wales, all with a chance to go through. Poland, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, all with a chance to go through. France is through. the other 3 teams all with a chance. Group E, all 4 teams with a chance. Group F, 3 teams with a chance. Group G, Brazil is through. The other 3 teams all with a chance. Group H, Portugal's through. The other 3 teams with a chance. So basically, Canada's the only Canada
and Qatar. Whoa.
Yeah. But everybody's like, man, it's upsets and crazy and stuff like this, which is true. It's a lot like the NCAA basketball tournament. Yes, there's just some upsets, but I think we're well on the way to,
Yeah, at the end of the day, the best teams are at the top.
France, Brazil, Portugal, those teams will be there in the round of quarterfinals, semifinals. I doubt you might get one surprise in the semifinals, but I'm not even sure about that. I think it's going to be these powerhouse teams.
Yeah, and Brazil worried me. I was on Brazil and the under 2.5 today, so I had a very slim margin for error there. I was looking for a 1 or 2-0 game, and you know what? I was right. It was 1-0, and it would have been 2-0 if they allowed that goal. That was crazy how they went that far back, basically to they went so far back in the play, basically to the half line there. You got to call that earlier, I think.
I agree.
You have time to VAR check it. You can just,
I don't like how far back in the play do you go? Do you go back to 30 seconds or whatever? I mean, at some point you can't go back. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I mean, they have the time, the amount of time it took for that play to come out. You have the time to check the VAR and, buzz the ref and tell them, hey, that's offside, blow it dead. But that's something they should be doing. And they're not doing it when really that's what you want to see, because then you don't let the play stand. And then at the next time the ball goes out or whatever, then you're like, oh yeah, we got to review it 10 minutes ago. You were offside. Obviously that's an exaggeration, but I don't know. I've seen it in a Premier League game once too.
Yeah. I think I actually like the automated stuff because it seems like it's going quicker, but I agree. I think there's got to be some kind of a limit on how far you go back and, check that stuff like that. But, and then, the other thing is, they let 2 handballs, the handball in the Ghana game. It was the Ghana game, right? The goal, you let it go. Hey, all right, we're letting it go. And then the handball in the Uruguay game, Foxy was talking earlier about that. The only thing I say about that is, yes, clearly, I don't think he meant to do it. The hand was dragging behind. But if the ball doesn't hit his hand, Fernandez is clear through on goal, and it's probably a goal. So, at that point, I think you have to call it. If it happens, at midfield, he's calling a foul. So I think it's the same thing. I don't have a problem with that. If it was something else, if it was going away from goal or something, I think maybe you don't call it. Well, he's through on goal, so I think you have to call that there. It's a denial of a goal scoring chance.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and I think there's a few of the Canadians up here on our soccer panel discussing it, and I think the one guy said it best because a few of them were upset, and it was only the 1 or 2 of them. One of them's actually she's a current player on Team Canada right now for us, but yeah, they both had the same thought I had. Okay, I get that, he's putting his hand down to break his fall, because that's what the other guy was arguing was, oh, so everybody should just slide tackle, not using their hands and not break their fall. No, but at the same time, it doesn't matter that, oh, it's unintentional, whatever. It's a handball in the box, and as you said, he would have been through with basically a goal there, because maybe if he wasn't in that position to get the ball back, they let it go, but he was there. He made a beautiful move to put the ball through his legs, and it's a handball. If his hand's not there, that's back on Bruno's foot, and he's got a hat trick. And
yeah, if he's on the edge of the box or like the elbow or something like that, and it's going away from goal towards the sideline or something like that, and he does it, I don't think they call it, but it's just, I mean, it's a goal if he doesn't touch him. So here's the futures here now after, because two rounds are through. Brazil's down to plus 260 now, which I still think is a little bit low, but I don't know that they're that much clearer at this point, but I don't know. What do I know? Because at this point, Brazil and Spain might have to play in the quarterfinals. So Spain is third choice, France second choice, Argentina is still at plus 850, England down to plus 1,000, Portugal at plus 1,200, Germany at 1,300, even though they might not even get through.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, that was the same thing that happened in 2018. Netherlands at 16. And then everyone else after that, Croatia at plus 6,000, Denmark at plus 7,500, Belgium now at plus 8,000. These teams aren't winning it. So quickly too, before we get to the games, here's the draw for the FA Cup that happened today.
Chelsea, Man City.
Chelsea, Manchester City.
No dog and pony FC today.
AFC, welcome to Wrexham. So Wrexham's going to play Coventry City. There's 4 Premier League ties. Manchester City, Chelsea. Wolves against Liverpool. United, Everton, and
I think it's the Brentford one. West Ham, Brentford.
Brentford, West Ham. Yeah, I was trying to find the other one. Brentford, West Ham. Just some decent ties. I mean, this is still not till January 6th through 9th, so you have a little time, but just wanted to kind of show you that. And here's the odds for FA Cup winners. City plus 350, Chelsea plus 1,100. They play, one will be out. Arsenal plus 900, Liverpool plus 900, Tottenham plus 1,000, Manchester United plus 1,200, Newcastle plus 1,200. It's going to be one of these teams. Nobody else. None of these teams are coming up and winning it. They're not deep enough. And this season, I think it's going to be a team where it's going to be somebody with depth that has an opportunity to keep playing these games. But so that's that. I don't know what the score of the football game is. I saw it was 3-0 early.
13-0 Steelers.
Wow.
And the Colts are about to kick a field goal, I guess.
I like the Steelers tonight. That's interesting.
13-3.
All right. First 2 games tomorrow: Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands, Qatar.
I'm disappointed. I was starting to get into the 5 a.m. matches.
Yeah, it's right when that first week, and then now they're gone. Netherlands minus 1.5, minus 148. 1.75, minus 121. Netherlands needs this game.
How do you even bet that game?
I think you got it, because Netherlands right now, I mean, they're even with Ecuador. With everything is even. Goes for, goes against, goal difference. I think Netherlands has to score some goals. I mean,
yeah, I agree. They got to route Qatar to get the goal differential. Because
I'm gonna go right here and look at this guy, Cody Gakpo, plus 133. If he plays, he'll probably score. He scores every game now. He's getting ready for Manchester United move.
Is Luke de Jong actually going to play? He hasn't played yet at all in the tournament.
I don't know. He may play.
They've been playing Frankie, but not him.
I think Memphis is still banged up. Look, this team stinks. They're not winning anything, but you know, Qatar's terrible. Netherlands probably wins this 3-0. Um, in a game, for me, if you want to go, over 2.5, over 3.5, over 4.5 for Netherlands, I'm not sure that that's the way to go. But the best thing for that would be to see Ecuador go up 2-0 in the first half in the other game, because all of a sudden then Netherlands knows we have to pile it on. So, that could happen. That other game, I think I'm just going to bet Netherlands like maybe -1.5 in a parlay or something with somebody, and take Gakpo to score. Maybe I'll take Netherlands over 2.5 goals. See what that is. Even money. It's not bad. Once again, they can't score, but look, I mean, Qatar's lost 3-1 to Senegal and 2-0 to Ecuador. So Netherlands should be able to score some goals in that game, you'd think, especially with the group on the line. You'd think they'd have to be able to post 3 or 4 goals. That's probably my play there.
Yeah, I would probably go with the -2 in it. That would be the only way I see betting it. Because I agree with you. If Ecuador wins, they got to pile on the goals. They really got to beef up that goal differential.
Yeah, I mean, if Ecuador's up 1-0 at halftime or something like that, and it's 1-0, 2-0, something like that. Netherlands, I mean, they know they got to go out and score a couple more goals there, and I mean, Ecuador same way. I think Ecuador will be happy to get through, but I don't know if Valencia is going to play. That's the problem. Ecuador is +138, Senegal +230 here. I don't know where to go with this game. I think I like both teams to score at +105, but I'm not sure. But Ecuador is clearly, I think, the better team without Mane for Senegal. But I don't know. I mean, Senegal could win this. I wouldn't be stunned. I don't know which way to go with this game.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. I mean, I agree. Ecuador has looked better in the tournament, but man, this Senegal team, I don't count them out. Even without Mane in both games now, they looked good against the Netherlands. They dominated Qatar. Even when it looked like it was going to get a little chippy, they came out, added the third goal on. So this is one where I also think, Ecuador can't just they get through with a draw, but they can't just sit back and relax here, because as soon as they let in a goal and find themselves behind, then all of a sudden, Senegal's going through over them and they got to start moving their ass. So it's a difficult one for sure.
I think Ecuador just play. I think they play. I mean, just watch them play in the first two. I mean, they've clearly been the better team, I think, in both games. But Caicedo is really good.
They could have beat the Netherlands.
I think they'll play. I think it's going to end up being a draw, but I just don't know where Senegal's going to get the goals from against this Ecuador defense. But I'm probably going to lay off that game, to be honest. The Iran USA game. I mean, I don't understand why USA is -105 in this game at all. Iran's got a better coach. Azmoun might not play. That's if Azmoun doesn't play, then yes, I like USA here, but USA has to win this game. Like I don't know if I trust them to go out there and win this game like 2-0. This guy he's not like set up like that. He's like set up to be like all cautious and then go for it. Yeah, I don't think you can do that in this game. I think you got to just try to attack and get the goal here. But I don't, USA, hopefully they get through. But I just, I went on TV in DC today and I mean, there's probably more value in Iran and draw at -114 because Iran just needs a draw to go through. The other thing is, if Iran wins this game and Wales and England ends up as a draw, Iran wins the group. So, there's a lot of different stuff at play here. I don't know what you think about this game.
I think USA is going to get it done. I don't know about this Iran team. Like, You saw them get blown out by England 6-2. That was a game where they didn't even stand a chance at all. I was on Iran plus 1.5 in that one. And like, there wasn't a point right from the start of the match. I knew the way England was all over them. I knew it was over. And sure enough, they got dismantled. Then they get the 2-0 win over Wales, but that was after a red card was given to Wales' starting goalie. So then they had to play the last 10 minutes with the backup, down a man as well. And it still took Iran to stoppage time to score both goals. So I think it was the 98th minute when they scored the first one. And then the next one came right after, like 2 minutes afterwards. So, I don't trust this Iran attack. I know they need a draw just to get through here, but if they can't come in defensively, because I think USA has looked pretty good so far. They looked great in the first half against Wales. They struggled to finish out that game, and it cost them. But at the same time, they played very aggressive against England, and they completely dominated that game, I thought. And I think if they can get out to a lead here, it's going to be very hard for Iran to score a goal and come back in this game.
I wonder if that keeper is going to play. I know, I guess maybe they said he might, but yeah, if Azmoun doesn't play, I think U.S. is in pretty good shape. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overanalyzing it. USA clearly is better players, but they really need to come through and win this game, get through. But
the thing is, right? Like, we saw Wales try to sit back on defense in that first half, and USA scored on them. And it wasn't until Wales took the attack to them that USA started to struggle. But if Iran, tries to play for a draw here and just comes in like, let's play defense. We got a great defense. Let's play defensively. Like I said, I think they're going to be on their heels for 90 minutes, and eventually USA is going to break through.
Any thoughts on this Wales-England game?
Man,
I don't think Wales could score. And if if that idiot Zimmerman doesn't give away that penalty there, I don't think Wales scores for 10 days. They're atrocious against Iran. I don't think they're any good. I don't know. I don't know how they would. And the other thing is, if Wales beats England and the other game is a draw, I think Wales goes through on goal difference. So I just don't see how they beat them here.
Wales is a -2 right now, so they would have to, because USA is just 0. They got the 2 draws, so USA would advance if they drew with.
No, because
Iran would advance.
Wales would have 4 points.
Yeah, and so Iran would have 4 points if they draw with the USA. So the only way Wales can advance, they'd have to beat England by 3. Because then that would.
Well, because if Iran draws, they'll have a -2 goal difference. And if Wales wins, they'll have at least a -1 goal difference.
Oh, okay, that's right. All right.
So there's a chance that could happen. I know England's playing Jordan Henderson instead of Bellingham. They're going to be a little cautious. This guy's a bum. This coach, he's gonna do everything in his power to bottle it. England -1 is -148. England should win this game 3-0. If they really want to win this tournament, they should go out there and just dominate this team. I don't know. I mean, England should win the game easily. I don't know if they will. I was very disappointed in the way they played the other day. Once again, I don't think that coach is any good. I think he makes the wrong lineups, but I don't know how you can mess up this group here. I just, it should be 2-0, 3-0, something like that. Maybe England win to 0 is +120. Not terrible.
Yeah, I think the only way that doesn't cash is if it draws, because I don't see Wales scoring either with the way they've been. And England usually owns them too. Like it's
Wales under half a goal is minus 117. So a clean sheet is minus 117. Wales over half a goal is minus 107.
yeah. And the other thing here is like, Wales can't play their usual, let's just sit back on defense and get the draw. They have to win if they want to stay in. So, I mean, if they want to come and like, play defensively for the draw and try to get that 1-goal win at the end, go ahead. You're going home. Pack your bag. I hope you have your bags packed before you even get on the pitch. But like, if they're actually serious about staying in the tournament, they got to try and score a goal in this match. And I think that might open them up to England just ripping them apart.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Let's see what they're predicted. I know what I'm going to see what Sports Mole says, but Rice, Henderson, Sterling, Mount, Foden, Kane. Sports Mole says 1-0 England. Man, that's dodgy.
Yeah, I don't know if I would agree with that. I noticed they just pick like the favorite.
Who? Sports Mall?
Yeah, a lot of the time they just pick the favorite if it's not a draw. Like
they had a weird result earlier I looked at.
They had South Korea Ghana draw. No way they had 3-2. They had Serbia winning. That was a 3-3 draw.
I looked at one. What was the other game?
Was it the Brazil-Switzerland one?
Let me see what they say for Netherlands. Who's Netherlands playing again?
Qatar. Yeah. I think they had like 2-0 for that one.
Yeah, 2-0. That's being nice. They have Memphis playing. Gagpo, Bergwijn, and Memphis playing.
See, they have Frankie de Jong, but your sportsbook had Luke de Jong as a goal scorer.
Yeah, he I don't know. He might play up top. I don't know. They might. Maybe they want a target guy. He might change it up. He's a little wacky, that guy, Van Hall. So
well, Frankie's played in both games, and they haven't even given Luke a shot yet. He like as a sub. I don't even think he's come on. Kind of like how Southgate, even the guys on the panel up here, the Canadian guys were talking about how if Southgate is smart, he'll play Trent Alexander-Arnold and Foden in this match. But they even said it. I was surprised to hear them say it on the panel on national television. They were just like, but Southgate hates them both. And he's a hard-headed guy and refuses to play them.
He's got his guys, man. He loves Mount. See, I would play Foden because he opens up. The only problem with Trent is, in a game like this where like a goal, you give up a goal, it's a disaster. Like he's just been like a mess all year. So like, if you play him and he makes a mess of it and they lose and they get knocked out somehow or something, like it's not going to happen. But like, I don't know. He's this guy. He'd rather just make like safe changes, and like he never makes like these radical changes because then it would open himself up to criticism. And
he got criticized for that USA game with the changes he made.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's like crazy. I mean, the players played like crap. I don't know. The English press is the worst, man.
They ripped him apart up here. That's all I've been hearing is it's just criticism, and that's why they were discussing it today. How he's got to give Foden a shot. The thing with Alexander-Arnold, what the guy was saying is that he'll box out. It's just the matchup, right? It's the matchup of the side he plays on and the
Bale
attack. Yeah, he'll be able to shut it down on the inside. Is all his reasoning why Arnold should start. But I don't know. I agree with Foden for sure. Like, man, Like change it up.
Yeah, you got to do something. You can't. You know.
Okay, you scored 6 goals on Iran and then scored 0 the next game.
I'll tell you what, if Ecuador gets through and Valencia is healthy for that game, I'm telling you that Ecuador-England game is they're going to have all kinds of problems in that game. Like Foxy said with the round of 16 the last time when they played Colombia, I think they're in all kinds of problems in that game. I think Ecuador will give them everything that they get. They probably, maybe they win, maybe they don't, but that'd be a tough game. So, no, it's interesting. So, we'll see that tomorrow. So, that's basically the show here. Thanks for gotta give a shout out to my guys on Twitch.
Twitch viewers.
But listen, just we'll be back tomorrow at 9, same time, all week. And we'll talk about these games. Friday, we're gonna have some kind of special breaking down the round of 16 at some point. So it might be later. It might be after the picks. Might come on and just kind of go through and go through and see what we got in our bracket here for each round. So stay tuned for that. So, all right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow. And thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And good luck with your bets.